Hey guys, AngryMonkey here doing another Retro Game Treasure unboxing video. This arrived earlier today and well, I've had a busy day and I'm just now getting around to it. This is probably my, I don't know, third unboxing in a row where it's like 12:30 a.m. or something. I just don't know how to record them earlier in the day apparently. Whatever. You can also kind of tell, well, I'm sick again. But I do feel better than I did a couple days ago. But yeah, anyway, let's get to this. So, for those who are new to the channel and are wondering what is Retro Game Treasure, this is a video game subscription service that is sent to your house every month that sends you 3 to 5 games to add to your personal collection. This is not a rental service. You get to keep these games, and these games are for consoles that you check off on the website, and there's a lot of consoles to choose from. You can go old school with Intellivision or Atari. You also have all the Nintendo stuff all the way up to the Wii. So NES, Super Nintendo, 64, GameCube, Wii, as well as the Game Boy line of Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS, Sega Master System, Genesis, CD, Dreamcast. Although, don't expect those because those are kind of hard to get a hold of and a little on the expensive side. But yeah. Uh, Original Xbox, 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, PSP, Sega Game Gear. So yeah, there's a lot of consoles that you can get games for. And then you can also pick the genres of games that you like. So check off what you like and leave off what you don't like. So if you're into platformer games or strategy games or shooter games, check those off. But if you don't like, say, sports games, don't check that off. You can also pick the style, so you can have if you like Disney looking games or anime looking games or stuff like that. Yeah, there's a lot of ways that you can customize this box to be a box that is catered to you. So the really cool thing here is you can check off the games that you already have to make sure that you don't get duplicates. But you got to make sure you check off all versions. So like Star Wars Battlefront on PS2, you got to check off that you have both the original and the greatest hits version. Otherwise, if you don't do that, then you risk getting that duplicate version because it's set up as like a separate game, even though it's kind of the same game. But you got to make sure you do that. You got to check off all versions, like on different consoles. So I know that it was also released on the original Xbox. So if you've got it on PS2, you probably don't want it on Xbox. I mean, some people do. Some people want complete collections of both, and that's fine. But if you're somebody like me who's like, well, I've already got it on PS2, I don't need it on Xbox, then make sure you check off all versions of that. They also have a wish list feature, so that way, if there's a game that you're looking for, don't expect Earthbound or something like that because that's a $300 game. You're not going to get that in your box. But let's just say you got a Super Nintendo and you want Super Mario World, you might get that in your box. They'll just keep their eyes open for games, and the more games that you have on your wish list, then the more likely that you'll get a game on your wish list. I've got a ton on mine because I find a bunch of games like on Game Eye. I'm like, oh, that game sounds kind of cool. Yeah, sure, I'll put it on the wish list, and then I update the Retro Game Treasure thing, and like, yeah, sure. If you find that, send it to me. That sounds cool, and yeah, I've pretty much gotten a wish list item every month for the past like year and a half, 2 years or something like that. Something like that. It's pretty cool. There's also a list of shame of games that you will never get in your box. So if you're one of those guys that wants to play E.T. on Atari, well, you're gonna have to find that one on your own because that's on the list of shame of games that are just so bad. It's like, no, we're not sending you E.T. for Atari. We're not sending you Superman 64. We're not sending you uh, Attack the Clones on Game Boy Advance because apparently that one's so bad it made their their list of shame as well. So, I mean, that's kind of nice, though. At least you're getting games that are of above trash quality. That sounds kind of bad the way I worded that, but you know what I mean. Uh, let's get to this. So, as always, I'm going to pull the box out of frame so that way you guys don't see my address. And as always, I'm going to have the box face backwards so that way we don't get spoilers. And what is this? Look at this! Aggie Thunderpaw, look! DiscountAirPillows.com! Oh, I missed these pillows so much. Last month we had some weird off-brand, but the true DiscountAirPillows.com, where pillows are inflated, not prices, is back. Oh, this is so great. Like, that's definitely the highlight of the box already. It's just that. And we got another one. We got a baby one too. Yes. Like I said last month, we got some weird off-brand one, and I'm like, I don't want that. I want DiscountAirPillows.com. And you guys heard my complaints, Retro Game Treasure. Thank you for bringing this back. Okay, so I felt a Game Boy Advance game. I don't know what this is. It is an import game. It is Japanese. I'm going to have to research this one. I mean, that's cool. I'm sure it's something good. I just don't know what it is. But if I find out, there's going to be a video of like gameplay or whatever at the top of the screen. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is weird. What kind of game is this? It's like Atari, but it's like weird shape Atari. Oh, it's in television. Okay. Usually in television it has like a weird slant to it, but video game cartridge for use with the Intellivision Master component and Sears Super Video Arcade. So I have the Atari version of Donkey Kong, and I've got the NES version of Donkey Kong. So now I'm wondering, how does the Intellivision version compare to the others? So I'm intrigued. Alright, what do we got? This is a sealed Xbox One game. Ooh. And on Xbox Series X. We're at this point where we're basically getting a current gen game in my retro game treasure box. Oh, by the way, Donkey Kong came out in '82. The Game Boy Advance game was 2001. And this is 2020. You're in for a scare. Monsters, exploration, puzzles, jump scares. Yeah. I mean, this looks like a fun game. I'm intrigued by this one. I like spooky games. Alright, and okay. Do I not have this one? Before I show it off to you guys, I want to make sure I don't have it. Huh. Well, it's Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. And, well, I've got Ground Zeroes plus Phantom Pain together. So this is an example of a game that I forgot to check off that I already have, because I guess I checked off I've got this version of it, but not that one. So that's the fault of me, not Retro Game Treasure, because this was a game that probably would have been on my wish list, but I already have it. And that's slightly disappointing. But, I mean, it's still cool to get. And, I mean, it's the day one edition, so there's... Oh, there's like a map and stuff or something. Oh, sure. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is kind of cool, though. I like this. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big poster map. Oh, there's something on this side too. I mean, I do admit this is pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if it's enough to make up for the fact that I already have it, but that's pretty cool. And I'll probably put this in my case, just so that way I have it still. But that's still pretty cool. And this game came out. I can't find a date on this. Yeah, so anyway, that is what I got. And here's a tip to basically be entered to the boss chest giveaway, which a lot of times is a game console. So I remember at one time there was a Sega Master System that you can win. I remember another time, I think it was a Sega Genesis that you could win. I remember another time it was a PS1. So you can win a game console through Retro Game Treasure, and then you can start asking for games for that console that you just won from them. So that's pretty cool. All you need to do is take a picture, post it on social media, and then you're entered into the Boss Chest giveaway, and there you go. That's all there is to it. Now, before I go, well, I got a few more pickups. Nothing crazy. Well, okay, I can't say that. One of those is pretty crazy. But nothing like a half-hour long update video like last time. This is just a few items. So first up, Joe Schmmo sent me up some games. I sent him some games that didn't work because he knew a guy that would get these games buffed out, and he says that the guy tried to say that he lost those games as a way to basically steal them. And he's like, no, give me those games back. And so he managed to get those games back, and well, they're sent back up to me. So unfortunately, I'm not going to go through these because I already have most of these, and these games don't work. So I don't want you guys to think like, oh, cool, you got that game. I don't really have that game. It doesn't work. But once I get these games buffed out, I'm hoping to get it buffed out up here. And, yeah. But he did send me a couple other items. I like this. The monkey from Kung Fu Panda. He sent that to me because of, well, it's me. But he also sent me this CD of Metronomicon. It's like some kind of video game soundtrack thing, so that's pretty cool. He sent me a few other CDs too, which I'm not a fan of Pink, but that and Justin McCartney. I mean, if it was Paul McCartney, I'd say, oh yeah, but Justin McCartney, I'm like, I don't know, not my thing. Now, these I'm not familiar with. Ping Pong Over the Abyss, the 77s, never heard of them. And this Shakespeare music from the motion picture, maybe. I think everything else in here is just games. But if I'm able to get these buffed out, then I actually might keep some of these, and I'll be like, oh, we can play this game on the channel now. So yeah, we'll see. But I wanted to show off a couple cool items I got from him. And I also managed to get a hold of Brutal Legend on PS3. I've been looking for this game for a while. Joe Schmo played it back in, I guess it was at the end of 21? It's either 20 or 21. He played it on his Twitch. And it looked really interesting. I remember this game being new, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. But after watching him play it, I'm like, that's kind of cool. I want to get that game now. So, that's Jack Black, basically. I mean, it is voiced by Jack Black, but it kind of looks like him, too. And, you're, like, in some heavy metal fantasy world, and, like, there's Ozzy as himself. But like Lemmy from Motorhead is in this, and Rob Halford of Judas Priest is in this. It's got like a heavy metal soundtrack, so if you love Motorhead and Judas Priest and Ozzy and Sabbath and all that, you'll love this game. So, and I love music. Like, that is like, yeah, I talk about video games and anime, but music is like my third of the trifecta. I've got like a 300 plus record collection and other stuff. I love music, so I'm like, yeah, I gotta get that game. I also got the Tears of the Kingdom Link amiibo, and that's really cool. Now, there was a meme I saw earlier today with Homer Simpson, and they're like, I was pronouncing it Tears of the Kingdom. You mean it's Tears of the Kingdom? And I've been saying it wrong my whole life, or something like that. And it made me think, how is it actually pronounced? How do you guys pronounce it? I'm sure most of you guys pronounce it as tears, like weeping, tears, crying. But what if it is tears of the kingdom, like the kingdom is torn? And after seeing that meme, I'm like, whoa. I'm like rethinking everything about everything right now. My mind was blown. Yeah. And speaking of tears or tears of the kingdom, well, of course I got this. But, so I got this on launch date. It's still sealed because, I don't know, I still need to play Breath of the Wild. I mean, I've played a little bit, but I basically haven't played much. So I bought that on launch date, and then the very next day, a guy on Facebook Marketplace sold me that. So then I had to take that guy back because I had this. So why don't we go through everything that's in this? Because it's pretty cool. So I mean, naturally you have the front, but just look at the back. Look at that detail. That is so cool. Naturally, the game's in there. I took the game out of the box, so that way I could put that on the shelf and preserve this. I've got my plush Link and Zelda protecting it. So, what all do you get in this collector's box? So the first thing you get is this. That is so cool. It's got a magnet on it too. But look at that. Look how awesome this is. This is steel. This is a metal poster. Just, it is beautiful. It kind of stinks though. There's something that like stinky on it. Anyway. So that was that. We'll look at that last. You have the Steelbook. And that's really cool too. Yeah, that's really nice. And you also get this. And this is hard to get out. You gotta like push it and then pull it. Yeah, look at that pin set. That's really nice too. Yeah, there was a lot of really quality stuff that came in this. Like, they definitely went above and beyond on this collector set. And then, of course, you have the art book, which, I mean, as it implies, it's got like character sketches and like weapons and locations and stuff like this. It's really cool. I mean, I won't go through the whole thing, but I mean, you could just imagine how nice this is. There's the back. There's the front. And yeah, that's... like I said, you get a lot of stuff in this collector set. So yeah, that's what I got. And as always, if there's a game that you want to see me play on the channel, whether it's Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild or Brutal Legend or whatever, even if you want to see me play I Spy Spooky Mansion, let me know. Yeah, and I'll write down all the requests. It won't be until after I finish some of the games that are already like in rotation right now, because we got a lot of games in rotation: Mario Party 4, Tales of Symphonia, Dokapon Kingdom, Smash Brothers, Subspace Emissary, Pokemon Coliseum. All those are like in rotation right now. Eleanor's another one. All those are in rotation right now. But once I finish some of those up, then yeah, we might touch some of those that are on the request list. So if you want to see me play a game, just gotta let me know, and I'll put it on that list, and we might get to it pretty soon. We'll see. And you'll know if we get to it if you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you're notified. Also, don't forget to like the video as well. There's also a Facebook page that you can follow me on Facebook, and for right now, I'm just mostly posting these videos, unboxing videos and the Let's Play videos, all that stuff. But that's another avenue that you can watch it, as well as YouTube. I also have an Instagram, which I don't post to very often. Pretty much the last thing I did was when I got this, be like, oh, check it out, it's the Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition set. But pretty much what I do is I pull a game off the shelf and be like, hey, check it out, it's Yoshi's Woolly World, and there's the front, and there's the back, and there's the disc. And basically like a brief history of like, oh, the game does this, and some neat features with it, and what's your favorite memory of this game, and get like a little conversation going about it. Stuff like that. So if that interests you, then follow me on Instagram as well. I also have a Discord where you can join me on Discord, where we talk about video games and anime, Pokemon. We post memes. Just a fun server. We also have an occasional anime watch night as well. So if you're into that, then you can join the server. And we're going through Madoka Magica's side story. We finished the first 4 episodes, so it's easy enough for you to catch up and join us for episodes like 5 through 8. Which I guess that will be this coming Thursday. Yeah. So if that's something that interests you, all you need to say is, I want to join your Discord. I'll be like, cool, here's an invite. There you go. That's all there is to it. Well, I'm still sick. My throat is starting to get like raspy and everything. So I guess I'm going to end the video here, and I'll go to bed because it is 12:54 a.m. So I need to go to bed. And see you guys in another video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And here's an update. This is the next day, and I realized after I finished recording, oh, I forgot a couple games. So here's a couple other games that I also got since the last video. Was Mario Tennis on Virtual Boy. So I'm sure you guys know Virtual Boy didn't sell that well. For pretty much all the reasons that you already know. Headaches, red and black, and not comfortable, not portable like it's advertised. Yeah, it's just bombed in a lot of ways. I think this was the pack-in game for it, and it only had like 14 games, so the fact that I got both Mario Tennis and Wario Land, which is often considered the best game on the Virtual Boy, I got two, well, first-party Mario-related games on the Virtual Boy, so hopefully I can get a Virtual Boy soon, so that way I can play these games. Yeah, so I was excited to show those off. And that's officially all I have this time. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else. But if you haven't yet, like I said, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, Facebook, Instagram, Discord, and yeah. I also want to give a shout out to Miketendo Power for watching and commenting. Thanks for all the support, and if you guys that are watching need more Retro Game Treasure unboxing videos and stuff, and you've already watched all of my stuff, go check his stuff out. He's got plenty of Retro Game Treasure videos, Video Games Monthly videos, Love to Get Media videos, a bunch of stuff like that. So if you're into unboxing and seeing, ooh, what did you get in this box? Check his channel out. I think you'll enjoy it. Alright, and now I'm out of things to say. I'm still sick, but I got medication finally, and so hopefully next time I do a video I don't sound like this. But since it's not 12:30 a.m., I sound more lively. Yeah. Goodbye, everybody.